preparations have been going relatively well. I suppose the teams sort of split up into three groups. There's a third of us in Dublin here, and there's a third of us in Galway, and then a third back home again. So we try to make the best of what we have during the week, and then meet up at the weekends and try and get all the preparation done then. And the last day out against Tipperary in the All-Ireland semi-final, very, very good Tipperary side. I suppose any side to come out of Munster is always going to be a proven pedigree, and as they were, and thankfully overcame that game. They beat a very hotly fancied Roscommon side, so they'll be going on to the final, as heavy favourites, and any team you're going to be playing on a final is going to be a massive proposition, So Dublin, a very strong team, a number of very good footballers, and they've vast experience throughout the team, so it's going to be a massive challenge for us.
It's a big week, and it's going to be nerves and that sort of thing, but I mean, we're here and we're where we want to be, and it's game 5 of 5 for us, and I suppose it's the team that's going to handle all the distractions and the pressures on the day that's probably going to ultimately come out on top. Last year we lost by a point, so obviously we weren't too far away, and we looked at it at the start of the year, and we took the positives, and we looked at the negatives as well, but we took the positives going forward, and we haven't talked about that match since the start of the year. We've just parked it, to be honest, and it's just not worth talking about. We just have to take whatever we can out of it and go forward. I know all we've done throughout the year was done the simple things well, and Jim and his management team have brought that on that bit more as well. But ultimately they're a very, very hard working team, and the game itself is going to take on a life of its own. That's what finals work out like, but I mean, we're going to have to work twice as hard as we worked. We know that, they're very good individual players, and they're very composed, and they move the ball well through the hands, so I mean, we're going to have to be on our toes big time.
I suppose we're where we wanted to be at the start of the year, and it's great for football in the county. We're just hoping now that we can do ourselves justice in the final. A very, very, very physically strong team, very, very well coached team, bringing a lot of physicality to the game, a lot of pace to the game in their half forward line, particular inside line as well. Very good half back line. Their captain Johnny Cooper there, and young Devereaux on the other wing, and very good players getting up the field and kicking scores, as well as sort of doing their defensive duties. So it's a huge test for us, but I suppose it's one that we cannot but look forward to now at this stage.
They've come through a very tough campaign in Ulster. First game to beat Armagh, who would have been the minor champions last year up there. Beat Derry the next game, contested an Ireland final 3 years ago at minor level. So that team was coming through, and they would have been the fancy side in Ulster, and obviously they beat Cavan in the Ulster final quite comprehensively, and beat a very good Tipperary side who put Kerry to the sword in Munster. So yeah, they're a very good side, very composed in the ball, play nice tight in defence, a bit like ourselves in some respects. Got some great defenders. Kevin McHugh there. Midfield is very strong as well, and up front they can mix it up. But obviously Michael Murphy up front, and Malloy and McHugh, some great players. So it's a big challenge for us on Saturday. We've probably used 25 players to date in the 4 games that we've played. So it's been a great team effort by them. They have a great willingness to play football, and great resolve never to give up, and that's been the characteristics of this Dublin side. We certainly have. We've been falling over some of the games. Had to go to extra time against Louth and Carroll in the first 2 games, and Westmeath pushed us tight in the Leinster final. So we've been kind of bubbling along, and to compete on Saturday, we'll have to be on our best. It's the first 21 final since 2003, and only our 3rd kind of final since '95. So big day for Dublin, and obviously it has the benefits of winning All-Ireland honours, kind of transfers down to the clubs as well. So, but may the best team win on Saturday.